on DVD, computer software, and book form. It's going to take a humorous look at the trials and tribulations of 9 different kids growing up in the inner city. Through a series of misadventures, these kids learn valuable lessons. Everything from the importance of friendship to never giving up one's dreams. Drawing from their own childhood memories, the Wayans promise to deliver a very special treat to kids of every demographic and ethnicity. In choosing between the numerous publishers that bid for the property, the Wayans ultimately chose Scholastic because they feel that that's the best company for them. Okay, so I look forward to learning more about Thugaboo. I like the idea that it's available in computer software and DVD form as well. Good. Oh, geez. One final parting shot for Sean and Marlon. Keenan, you's too fine. I'm not even going there.
Forget about Damon. He's the man.
Oh, Damon, what? He's the man before Keenan. I mean, in that looks category. Something about those beady eyes, right? You don't know if it's the chief or if he's undressing you with them. Doesn't he have some beady eyes? Not in a I'll kill you kind of way, but I'll slay you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Mike Tyson's in the new video for these Russian girls. The group is called RU. And they said that the music video director said, I have a special visitor to bring on the set, and out walks Mike Tyson. And so he looks at the 2 white Russian girls and he says, here's his quote, "Wow, they look good enough to eat."
Ooh. Ears and all.
Ears and all, exactly. Well, so he's going to be in their video. No word on whether we'll actually get a chance to see it. Okay, so Making of the Band has a launch date, March 3rd, Making of the Band 3. 19 women living together in a Soho loft competing to become members of Puffy's new invention, the all-girl group. Not Dream this time, but something else. No word on whether this group will be, black-based, white-based, Spanish-based, a little bit of everybody, as long as everybody has a big butt. I don't know. And this Mariah Carey, I am mad. The Emancipation of Mimi will not be out on March 22nd as we originally salivated. It's going to be out April 12th. So we have to wait until April 12th.
Wow.
They feel at the record label that this gives Mariah a full opportunity to promote her new single, It's Like That. And apparently, yeah, here's the song right here. And apparently this song officially gets released to radio stations nationwide tomorrow. And she's getting ready to do the music video. Originally, she met with Paul Hunter, but she's chosen Serena Williams' man, Brett Ratner. He did the Heartbreaker video.
Yes.
That was $2.5 million. I can't figure out where that is. Everybody's just sitting in a movie theater. Jerry O'Connell at that time. How much did that? But, hey, it is what it is. The video is going to be shot next week at the Bellagio Hotel. So the Emancipation of Mimi, of course, you understand, was entirely written and co-produced by Mariah. She got some collabos on there, including Snoop, Nelly, and Twista. April 12th. All right, you guys. I'll pick up with Nicole Kidman and whatnot. I'll explain that tomorrow. Tyra Banks. I got that for tomorrow's show, too. I'm sorry. We've run out of time. I want to thank my special phone-in guest, Darius McCrae from Family Matters. Dropped a few jewels about the fight with Cockroach. Talked about his porn star co-star on Family Matters. And by the way, he also slipped in his latest project, a new show on NBC called Committed. It happens to come on tonight. So thank you very much, Darius McCrae. I love you, everybody, for listening today. And please come back tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Peace party, people. See you later.
I'm saying bye-bye.
Good night.
Program complete.
New York City, the phone lines are wide open for the bonus hour. We can talk about anything because it's an hour about nothing. Advice, gossip, whatever. 866-GET-WENDY, and we'll be back with the bonus hour next.
Let's do it.
If you've got it.
This is ludicrous. Hey. It's Mr. X to the Z exhibit. Disturbing the peace.
You got it. You flaunt it.
What's your name?
Wendy Williams.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
I was actually getting my grown and sexy Scooby-Doo on to doing it in the park in the dark in the Rock Creek Park. Oh, yeah. I don't quite remember what I was doing at that point in life. I think still with my ear to my big sister's room.
Wow.
Listening to her doing it. In Rock Creek Park. Oh, I don't mean that. I don't mean that. No. My sister, please. My sister is very, very Susie. Very much, like a lot of older children are, expected to please your parents, follow the course that life has set for you and your parents have set. Do not disappoint. Do not veer from that course. Truth be told, I notice in our adult lives that she's still that person. So scared. So, and me, in a lot of ways, I think I'm a typical middle child because the parents pay attention to the youngest. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, especially a boy. Ah, yeah, Tommy Jr. Oh, yeah, got him, slugger. Then the oldest, follow life's plans. And then me, I'm like, hello, where do I fit in? Okay, I'm going to make my own course. I'm going to be a rock and roller. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to meet the chief. I'm going to, you know what, you understand? And I have no problem breaking my parents off. I will call them back 30 minutes later, though, and, apologize. Without dwelling, I will say, they immediately got at me today when they read the New York Daily News down there. They're nosy people. They always want to know what's going on here. They're online. I'm on my way to work. They call. They read. It's low tones. And then I'm raising my voice. I'm, all disgusted at some of their, old-fashioned, points of view. And I'm like, and it ended with something like this. It's my life! Click.
Wow.
Damn cell phones, you can't click and get the full dramatic effect of a clickation. So, you close it. It doesn't sound rude. So you have to express your rudiosity in tones. It's my life. Click. Which just so happens I was reaching, to get my $6 to come through the tunnel. And then on the other side of the tunnel, I called him back and said, look, I'm a grown woman, and you save all that, for Tommy and Wanda. Don't put, don't. And the older that I've gotten, the more middle child-like I've become, even in dealing with them. Somehow they love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I express. I express, I break them off. You know what I mean? And then I'll bring my brother and sister into I'm not like Wanda. Ooh. And I'm not like Tommy. I am me. And this is what I do. Click.
You feel bad afterwards, don't you?
Yeah, and I call right away as soon as I got through the tunnel. The reason that I clicked off the phone was, first of all, frustration. Second of all, I had to dig for the $6 because I will not get Easy Pass because I don't want the KGB to know all my movements.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, do you understand? I am so. Besides, we had Easy Pass at one point, and they be overbilling. What? Yeah. They triple charge you all damn day long. I know I'm in the city. Why do they have me crossing the Gowanus, the BQE, the Williamsburg, and the Lincoln Tunnel between the hours of 2 and 6? You know what I'm saying? I didn't even drive that day. I got car service. I mean, all kind of stuff going on. And then I decided it was all a conspiracy anyway. I just canceled the whole thing. And I'll wait and pay the $6. Although every once in a while, I've been known to be running late. And, the Easy Pass lane is really, really small. And thank God at the Lincoln Tunnel, they don't have that plastic barrier like they do actually have, like at the Brooklyn Bridge and stuff. Or the like the Guanas. The gate, because you can't crash through the gate. But the Lincoln Tunnel, you can run through for $25. And then I bill WBLS. Ooh. Because if I waited and paid the $6, I'd be late for work.
Oh, yeah, can't be late.
I don't want to be late, and I'm not walking through the Lincoln Tunnel anymore. I cheesecaked it up back then for that. You read the book. I'm not walking through no damn tunnel no more. You know what I mean? Life is a little different now. But I will run through for $25 and then send you the ticket. That'll get me maybe once every 3 weeks. I have to blow through. You know.
Do you feel like you committed a real crime when you do it?
No, because I know that I'm for the right reasons. I tried to get here on time, but, you know, if there's a breakdown on Route 3, the breakdown starts damn near my house where, you know, the traffic is just ridiculous. And I'm trying to get here on time to do something. And ultimately speaking, I know I could deliver a good show when I get here if I can just get here, because all that time in traffic has given me, you know, sufficient time to... Damn it! When I do get there, I'm gonna level. You know, I'm level. Yeah, I'm gonna tear it down. In the meantime, I just gotta get there. Oh well, oh hell. There I go through the Easy Pass lane. $25. I know it automatically. I announce it when I get here. I blew through the Easy Pass. The $25. It is what it is.
There you go.
Yeah. Why is my stomach in knots?
Because you blew past this morning.
Yeah, no, I didn't blow past this morning. I dug in my pocket and I paid the $6.
Okay.
Hung up on my parents.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've since apologized. It's you know, I don't have to, you know. All through it, my mother's on this other end of the speakerphone because they double team me, and she's saying, "Are you coming down in February?" I said, did you not read do you not understand? Vacay, damn shun.
Wendy?
Who has time to think about that?
Wendy?
Am I coming down there?
Wendy?
Like, got a few things to square away.
Uh-oh.
Let's go to the phone. The phone, is everything okay?
Yeah.
Hello?
Wendy,
Yes.
it's Michael from Asbury Park. How you doing?
Hi, Michael. Nice to speak with you.
I got some scoop for you.
Okay.
That song, that Mariah Carey song you just played,
Yes.
a friend of mine does music. He's from Edison, and he does music, and he just got signed. He's going to have Fat Joe on his next song, and he wrote a song called Spanish Guitar, and I liked it. I listened to it. It was good, and I heard the new Mariah Carey song on the radio with him, and he played me Spanish Guitar. It's the same song.
Great minds think alike?
I guess he was at a lawyer today in New York, and they were talking about, you know, doing whatever they got to do.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I said no way, and then he let me listen to it, and he played them right next to each other. It's the same song.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be following that story. Thank you for that.
All right, babe. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, bye-bye. And shout out to everybody in Asbury Park, New Jersey, the 07712, 821 Central Avenue, 774-5973. I even remember all that original information. We moved from there when I was 5, but that was our address and that was our telephone number. My kid knows his telephone number. I'm scared to teach him 911. You know how kids are. As soon as you say you're going to crack their skull, they run to the phone and dial 911. Hello?
Oh, goodness. Hi, Wendy.
Hey.
Oh, my goodness.
It's nice to have you here.
Oh, shoot. And I get through on the day that you decide to do the extra hour.
Yeah, the bonus hour. So what's going on? What's your name? What are you calling about?
I'm Tisha. I was calling to ask you, what do you think about your girl Tasha Jones on that other station? The trouble that she's in.
It is what it is. I got my own fish to fry.
All right.
Bye. Hello?
Hello?
Yep.
Wendy?
Yes.
Hi, baby.
Hey.
How you doing? This is Sonia from Cyprus. I'm sorry.
Hi, Sonia.
Listen, I was trying to call you yesterday. I missed your show on VH1.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering why they're not showing it like they're showing this stupid It's the Real Life. I'm getting tired of this.
You know what? The show launches for the original, you know, whatever date I tell you it comes on. Then it plays for like 2 weeks afterwards. And then they take it out of circulation. But I do have a red carpet special coming on in February. The exact date, I'm not exactly sure. Hey, Art, pull up the VH1 website. Maybe the Wendy Williams is on fire, red carpet on fire special or something like that. And then that'll have an original launch date, and then that'll probably run for 2 weeks, and that'll be done too.
That is perfect. And listen, as I was trying to talk to you yesterday, I'm, surfing through the TV, right? And this thing called Boulder Dash comes on. And guess who's sitting up there?
Who?
It was Paul Mooney.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
I love him, but I ain't lying. He looked like You're Britain, the King and I. He had on this red, you know that You're Britain thing he had in the King and I?
They both have that bald thing.
No, but he had on that uniform thing too, though.
Oh, I didn't see. I didn't see what he was.
It was red. It was nice, though. But I was like, oh, my God, I think he's going to sing Cock-a-Boom or something.
Yeah. Well, check out Paul and his wardrobe.
I love him, though.
That's right.
Him.
Weekend mornings right here on WVLS. Sonia, thank you so much for calling.
I love you so much.
All right. Hello?
Hi, Wendy.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm doing well.
I am so excited that you are on for an extra hour. You have no idea, because I get out of work at 5. By the time I get to my car and get everything situated, it's time for you to go.
Yeah.
So I am so happy.
I love being here. I'm glad that's it's people like you that I'm here for, because I know I used to be sitting in the traffic saying, damn, I wish I had something decent to listen to. How can I make it so that the traffic gets cut down and I'm still happy? And I said, let me just stay. By the time I get out of here, the Lincoln Tunnel's clear. Everybody who's commuting right now, you've got a little eargasm going on with the experience. I appreciate it.
I hope this lasts. I have actually a comment. I'm actually pretty late on this comment, but I just wanted to tell you anyway. I know that you had said something about Jennifer Lopez, and then you said, well, it actually makes sense for her to be with Mark Anthony now because it's comfortable, and that her mother probably enjoys that because he's Hispanic.
Right.
And me being Hispanic, I really disagree with that comment, because your parents kind of look at you like they want you to be with like this gringo. That's what we call them, like blonde hair, blue eyes doctor.
All right,
you know what I mean?
Your
like
parents want assimilation.
Exactly. So her mother, I mean, to this day, I believe that, she's still in love with Ben, and her mother really liked Ben. I don't think the whole Mark Anthony's working. And I watched Christina with his wife, and, I mean, there's a lot of drama going on. So I don't think that she's in love with Mark Anthony. No way. He's a little man.
They're saying now that, his controlling nature is really starting to get the best of the relationship.
Mm-hmm. And he's cheap as hell. She's not going to settle for that.
So, well, we'll all be watching. I love her.
Wow. Exactly. Me too. I can't hate, I can only talk.
All right. Take care. How does everything just get cut off and nobody knows anything? Is everything okay there in the producer's corner?
No. That's not him. That's my fault.
No, but I know. Well,
that's
I know.
My fault. No, it's my fault. No, because I'm always watching it per second. It's my fault. It's my fault.
She called us Mo's, yo.
It's okay.
A Mo is a Mo.
A Mo is a Mo.
Art was telling a story earlier about the toe action. You'll have to hear it another time. Dear Wendy, I believe the issue with SpongeBob is not him being homosexual, but Patrick the starfish. Oh, you know what? You got something there. Listen what she says. Erica says, in the latest SpongeBob movie, Patrick is dancing around in fishnet stockings. My 8-year-old son brought it to my attention, and he came running in my room laughing and shouting, Ma, look at Patrick, the starfish. He's gay. Is he gay? I still love SpongeBob, but sometimes I don't know about this mess they put on TV. Exactly. Patrick does have tendencies, doesn't he? I remember him with his fishnets in the SpongeBob movie we all went to, the three of us went to see, and I'm looking with the queer eye. I'm not saying anything, but I'm just like, okay. And this is about that woman yesterday whose black son is being accused of raping the white girlfriend. Well, this is from a greasy listener in California who says, Wendy, regarding the mother whose son is being wrongfully accused of rape, I recommend that he set the hoe up. If the two are still communicating via email, phone, and personal contact, then conversation emails and stuff need to be recorded. Somehow he needs to get the hoe to admit that she was not raped, but it was sexual consent. The parents should have their son wire, and secretly arrange for the two of them to meet. Record every word, yada, yada, yada. Not a bad idea. I don't know that wiretaps are admissible in court, but you know what? Not a bad idea. Oprah, everybody, is going to be on Desperate Housewives. It's already filmed, in the can, and ready to roll out February 3rd. I'm looking forward to that. Let me just take one quick second to address this fax here, and then I want to talk about something else. This is so obvious to me. Or maybe it's just me. I can't figure it out for the life of me. Why anybody would even go down this road of thought. But she only means well. It reads as follows. Wendy, A quick question. My husband had a son who died suddenly at the age of 3. This was almost 10 years ago and before I came into his life. Wendy, I'm planning our pregnancy. Isn't she so cute? I'm planning our pregnancy. So cute. And I'm lost on what to name the baby if it's a boy. Do you think it's disrespectful to his deceased son's memory to name another son Junior? I keep getting mixed advice. So since you're a friend in my head, I thought I'd ask you. I'm 28, he's 33, and we've been married for 2 years. I have 2 other children, not his. He has 3, also not mine. There's no room for a Junior in this. A 3-year-old is not just a memory. A 3-year-old was a living, breathing person with a personality. There is no room for Junior. I can't even believe she's getting mixed messages. Well, wait a minute. I'm in the room right now with 8 people. I say no. Who's with me? Raise your hand. Unanimous no on everybody's account. Who are you friends with that you're getting mixed messages on this? People, if you happen to be near a fax machine, I would love to hear what you have to say about this. At 866 get Wendy. A 3, hell no. Shifting gears for a moment. Did you hear about the 33-year-old? These stories are popping up every place. This one happens to be in Redwood City. Where is that? It's somewhere out in California? That's out in California?
Yeah.
A 33-year-old elementary school teacher was put in jail this week after the DNA test proved that her 16-year-old former student fathered her infant son. These stories are popping up left and right. It's just that you think, like, what does a 33-year-old woman see in a 16-year-old boy?
Wow.
Other than quick flattery as you walk past and he peels your clothes off with his nasty little juvenile eyes. You know what I mean? Just some quick flattery to make you say, oh, yeah, Miss Susie still got it. And you take a little dip in your knee bend action, like, a little drop like it's hot, and then you keep walking. You don't even turn around to see if he's looking at your walk away. He's 16. DNA tests confirmed that the baby born last June to former Roy Cloud Elementary School teacher Rebecca Ann Buselli. How come no sisters get caught up in stuff like this? You never hear about a sister, okay? And that's a good thing. I was just asking out loud and exhaling with the rest of the folk listening. Because you know how we are about stories in the headlines. All we want to hear is one thing. It's not folk. Please don't let it be folk. Anyway, the baby was fathered by a boy who's now 18 years old. And according to the test, there is a 22.1 million to 1 probability that he's the father. In other words, that boy's the father. Rebecca, who's from Menlo Park, New Jersey. Maybe this is Menlo Park, California. I only know one Menlo Park. That's New Jersey? Yeah, that's where the New Jersey Transit stops. Oh, hell, let me just continue on. Where am I on the page? I'm so in bifocal denial. You know what I mean? The woman, Rebecca, was arrested on Thursday on 3 charges of lewd and lascivious acts with a minor and statutory rape. She is now being held on $500,000 bail. Now, the cops investigating say that Rebecca, back in March, started sending up flares when another teacher called the authorities about odd behavior between a teacher and a young student. Well, the search warrant was filed July 16th. And the boy said that their relationship, who is this? Oh, and there's speculation their relationship might have begun even earlier than July 16th. The teacher was uncooperative, as was the other half in this case. In other words, the boy. So they were at the mercy of DNA tests. And the authorities say we have people who've seen them together holding hands and things of that nature as far back as 2002. So not only was it like a hit and run, it wasn't even a hit and run. She was luxuriating, holding hands.
Wow.
Oh. For him, of course, it's all exciting. You remember what it's like to be 16, boys. She's been his teacher. She had been his teacher for a while he was at the middle school. We're still not sure how they ended up renewing their relationship. A lot of people were very concerned and had a lot of suspicions about what was going on. The DNA test certainly confirmed those suspicions. Among those suspicious was a Roy Cloud Elementary School custodian. The janitors always know. You know, they got that mop. That mop allows them entree everywhere. Everywhere. And the janitor told the detectives that Rebecca and the boy were often there late in the evening, and that she once walked into a darkened classroom to find them, he once walked into a darkened classroom to find them standing there. The custodian's sister, who lives in the same complex as the jump-off boy, said that Rebecca often hung around the complex and she saw the couple hugging and kissing inside a pickup truck.
Why can't he just mop his floors
and mind his own damn business? Why couldn't she pick somebody more appropriate? And if she's going to get sick for a minute, why does she have to luxuriate in it? Driving back and forth and holding hands and getting all caught up. I'll tell you why. The nature of a woman is soft and pink. We don't have the ability to just hit the skins and scram. But for so long, it might have started out that way. You know, she just showed him a little pink meat and went on about her business. And then she turned soft and pink. Next thing you know, she's trying to hold hands. Even the boy probably didn't want it. Hell, old lady, I'm not trying to get locked down. Although in Desperate Housewives, that boy's in love. She needs to quickly grab her knee pads and get to the father as fast as possible, and just because the mother, like most mothers, is going full steam ahead. Doesn't want to, especially because the jump off, the on Desperate Housewives, the jump off woman on Wisteria Lane looks better than the boy's mom, and the father's hot for the jump off too. Yeah. Anyway, it's a sick world out there, and getting sicker. I'm here to monitor things as best I can without adding to it in my situations. We had a woman who faxed in earlier, and well, here's the fax. She says, "Dear Wendy, the mothers are having a discussion, and we would like your opinion." Don't you love that? Apparently, you know, this woman and her friends who are all mothers and stuff, we all listen to your show, and you talk about your daily schedule, but you choose not to talk about the activities that you do with little Kev. Or is he not in your schedule too often? Oh, just smack me with the working woman stick. Damn you. She goes on to say, and we have some questions for you. What makes a mother a good mother? Jeez, like I know. Can a woman be successful at her career and still be a good mother? Jeez. How much meaningful time do you spend with your child a week? And how much time is not enough? Jeez. Tell you what, this bonus hour cuts into my time right here. But I've worked around it. I slide in the door at 8 o'clock at night, and I might still have on my outfit of choice for the day. Now, there was a time I'd get in an hour earlier, but I'd be frustrated because I was fighting traffic and stuff, but I'd still be able to, like, slide off my Uggs and my jeans and, you know, my shirt and stuff and put on my robe and then, you know, take a moment for myself and then go into his room or, you know, have him, like join him, send Lopez home, and we spend time together. Now, I don't have time to, I'm literally curled up on his bed with my Uggs still on, but dangling over the edge. You know, I still am folk. We don't do that, right? Right? Church, holla. Kissing the dog all up in the damn mouth. Yeah, you know. Yeah, exactly. That's you and you. That's your wife and her people.
Yeah, she take the cat and she lick him in the mouth.
Nah, I'm trying to kiss you. Welcome home, baby.
Yeah.
You know what? As far as the nighttime, we still have it because he goes to bed shortly after I come in. I'm more diligent about stories than I was before. Ironically enough, my evening time is cut shorter, so I'm more diligent about story time. You know, and or conversation about the day, because it's not always about a story. You know, sometimes, you know, how was your day, and, you know, so on and so forth, like real stuff. In the mornings, I wake up early and I take him to school 90% of the time. And our conversation from the time I wake him up about hygiene, you know, the teeth, about whatever, it's always me and him. Riding in the car, the majority of the time we're riding in silence. You know, I am in radio, but, you know, I got to spend that time with my kid. We don't really listen to what's going on in the mornings. You know, respect PM in the AM, but, you know, I got to tell you something. My kid this morning says, the SUN is very bright, Mommy. I was like, oh my gosh, and he's still learning, thank God. The SUN, like he spelled, son. He knew what he was spelling. He says, you know, it's very bright, Mommy. And I was like, oh my gosh. You know, hold on. You know, do I spend enough time? I don't know. You know, what can a woman have it all? Not in my opinion. You know, they're you know, you got to, you know, we're always straddling the fence, and that hurts your crotch. You know, you got to choose a side. Oh God. I mean, we do spend time together, but but a lot of the activities that we do are very private between us. You know what I mean? He takes swim lessons now, and I take him there and cheer him on and whatnot. You know, I'm not at liberty to say where, when, what time, and all like that. But we do tons of stuff together. You know, we have been known to go to the Museum of Natural History. You know, just walk through on a weekday. You know, like that. We go out for lunch. Just, you know, we do stuff together. Do I spend enough time? I don't know. You know, it'll all come out in the wash. You know, is he an axe murderer? Is he a judge? You know, is he, you know, a ball player or a rapper? You know, I don't know. It's a constant war in my head. And I can't answer the question, what makes a good mother? I'm only 4 years deep. And even women who are, you know, 40 years deep, you know, I have criticisms for my mother. Don't think you're the best mother. You know what I mean? If you were, you know, I wouldn't have these implants that you're staring at through my T-shirt, because I'm getting ready to go out and host a party in my career that I had no support about until I started getting a little paper. And you could start seeing real results. I mean, you know what I mean? So what makes a good mother? I don't know. You know, we try our best. Does that make sense? I love my mom. I love my dad. But what makes them the best parents? I mean, what makes any, you know, who knows? Who knows? Oh, Lordy. What phone was that? Was that anybody just calling in here? Is that important?
No.
All right. Look, let's take a break. There's people on hold who want to talk. So I say we forgo a song. But if we were going to play a song, what would it have been?
Pitch Black.
I like that Pitch Black song. Another damn war in my head. All right, look, everybody. Vaughn Harper's coming up at 7 o'clock with The Quiet Storm. We got still, you know, a little bit more time left. It is what it is. We are today's R&B, classic soul, and the Wendy Williams Experience. We're 107.5 WBLS.
Wendy Williams! Microphone check, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Wendy Williams Experience.
Feel me, everybody. This is Cool DJ, the Red Alert. To all my compadres out there, East, West, Midwest, North, South, Dirty South. Y'all now listen to the sounds of my man Renegade Fox. That's right, Rumbling Remix 2000 Nickel. Let's go!
Damn. Sorry. Did that all come on over the air? Oh, well, it is what it is. I'm sorry. Wendy, it is not the quantity of time that you spend with your child. It is the quality of time. We spend good quality time together, but there's something in there about that quantity too. You know what I mean? You can just, you got to have like a balance of both. So I agree, but I disagree. You know, it's got to be a nice balance. Dear Wendy, can you please give information on the Super Bowl party you're hosting? Oh, yeah. 5 p.m. on Super Bowl Sunday. That would be the 5th or the 6th? Hey, Lummox's 5th or the 6th?
6th.
What are you guys, Marys? Don't you watch ball?
I just know it's the first
6th.
week of February.
You got the paper in front of you.
I don't want to look at paperwork. All I want to do is just find out what the date.
It's the 6th.
I know at the Wyndham over at the Newark Airport where there's all kind of crap going on. It's going to be fun. The drinking, the free buffet. You can get yourself a little room. Bring somebody nice with you. It's a Razo Super Bowl party, and I'm hosting. So I'll see you at the Wyndham on Super Bowl Sunday. Doors open up at 6 o'clock. Dear Wendy, please tell us more about the stitch on your coochie. I usually squeeze my Kegel muscles during sex, but I'm considering stitching. My husband says my coochie is not loose, but I think he is just saying that so he won't hurt my feelings. No, I'm talking about, when you deliver a baby and you rip your taint. Did you rip your taint? I ripped my taint. I told the doctor before, if I rip my taint, you fix it good and give me one more for good measure. Fix it regular, and then give me one more for good measure. That's all. I mean, I wouldn't be down there doing work if I didn't have a baby that pushed out of there. Oh yeah, he messed me up. I was sitting in a sieve bath for, it seemed like a month of Sundays. Taking care of the area. Dear Wendy, concerning whether to name a child Junior, I say no. Friends of mine had a child who died shortly after birth named the third. And they had another child the next year and gave that child the same name. However, I have to agree that a 3-year-old is a different story altogether, unless, of course, he's an egomaniac like George Foreman, who names all his boys George. Yeah. Dear Wendy, what the hell? I love when stuff starts like that. You all get as angry and passionate as me. I love that. Dear Wendy, what the hell? My wife has to work late hours at her new job, and she gets in at either 6 or 8 p.m. also. Do you take your child to school? Do you spend time on the weekends? If so, you are a good parent. F the wannabe perfect parents who probably have the deep hate for their own kids, so they have to fax you and to bring you down. I'm a working father and I'm home with my child. Oh, yeah. I'm not going through that war anymore. And I have to say, that's where my big conservative sister, who, in the beginning of life, we had so little in common because she was the good son and I'm, the bad seed. Child rearing has just brought it all around and back home. Oh, she's the one who teaches me all the shortcuts and pats me on the back like, Wendy, it's tough. It's real in the field. You know what I'm saying? You got your weekend time. You got your time before school. Grab that time and hold on to it like a vice grip. You got your, you do plenty, you're go, Wendy, go. And I'm like, thank you, Wanda. Often our conversations end in tears because I collapse like the little sister asking her something, can you please help me? I need some guidance. Not that sensible guidance that your parents give you, all judgmental and stuff, but, I need, real woman practical advice for the working mother, Wanda, And so she gives me advice. But thank you. I'm not going to say F all the parents who, but parenting is different for everybody. That's all. We spent all weekend together until the devil hour, midnight, because that's when I got to change into my sequins and beads and drop it like it's hot at some club. You know what I mean? With the brown juice and the champagne. And if it's a real good night, that's me earling outside of the passenger door, going through the Lincoln Tunnel. We just blazed through the Easy Pass lane. I mean, you know what I'm saying? The kid is home sound asleep, not knowing any different. Somehow when I get in at 5 o'clock in the morning, I still manage to stagger into his room, wake him up before he wets the bed. You still got to, stagger in there, smelling like all kind of chief and party excrement, and you know what I'm saying? Not wanting to kiss him goodnight because at 4 o'clock in the morning, these are the devil's lips. I already kissed you before I left. You just go to the bathroom and go back. But he acts like the devil child. Do you wake your kids up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom? What? Oh my gosh, the temper, crazy. He can't just get up and just go to the bathroom. It's got to be a whole dramatic effect. Get off. And when I say I love you, he says, I love you too, but I'm mad at you. And carries on. Anyway, hello.
Hey, Wendy, how you doing?
Hi, how are you, sir?
I'm fine. Listen, that woman should absolutely not name her child a second junior.
Yeah.
She should not. Now, like you said, that child was a 3-year-old living, breathing child. She should start brand new. Don't bring any more pain to that father like from the beginning, like he when he lost his son.
Yeah. Thank you very much for calling. Hello, hi, it's Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Pretty good, thank you. I love listening to your show, but you just pissed me off today, Wendy.
What did I do? I'll take it.
You were very, very distasteful about the 50 Cent situation. I totally didn't like it at all, how you made it sound.
You mean what he was going to do with the plastic hand?
Yes. You're not even sure if he's going to have a plastic hand.
Well, perhaps I was able to go there because I didn't believe this story from the jump. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, girl.
But as long as we're going to talk about a plastic hand, that's a real situation for a lot of people.
Yeah, I know, but hey, don't just rub it in. It just happened. You should have waited a little.
Oh, no, we don't wait for anything. We told
I know you don't.
Story
but
yesterday.
50 is my dog. I'm a Queens girl, and I love 50 to death.
Oh, I see. Okay. I'm
50
sorry.
and I go way back.
I'm sorry. I hit home for you. I'm sorry about that. But I thank you for listening to the show.
Okay, Wendy.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right.
And the good news is that none of us believe that 50 has a plastic hand. We all believe that this is one of those urban legends. I like it. As urban legends go, this is a good one. It's a really damn good one. Hello?
Yeah, hello, Wendy?
Yes, hi.
Am I on the radio?
Sure you are.
Get the out.
You see, why with all...
You know, that's what I wanted to call. I wanted to ask you what's really going on with 50 Cent. I mean, is it a rumor?
Okay, we just talked about that. I believe that is a rumor.
It is a rumor? All right.
Yes.
I was scared.
Have a nice fucking night. Bye.
Hi.
Hello?
Hi, Wendy.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. Listen, I want to ask you a question. Mm-hmm. There's a song that you used to always play on Fridays, the Drink On song.
Yes, the Drink On song.
Yeah, who made that song? Because I've been trying to look for that, but I don't know who
Byron Stingley. Maestro, please. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Byron Stingley, and thank you for calling. Hello, hi, it's Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm great. Okay, I have a question. Okay. Now, there is this guy that I am so interested in. Okay, but let me not forget to tell you, I am involved. I've been involved for 7 years with the man. I'm very much in love, but there's this guy, and he's just constantly on my mind.
Wow.
And what's so strange about it is that all I can think of is me and him, doing the nasty all the time. I mean, from the time I wake up in the morning to the time I lay down at night.
Yeah.
This is all I think about.
Yeah.
Does that make me what they call a closet hoe?
No, it makes you a human. I mean, there's a little tasty treat you'd like to sample. However, you know better, right?
Right.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
And this man that you've been involved with for 7 years, do you guys have children together?
No, we don't.
Are you in love?
I am. I love him so much.
You aren't about to ask me what you should do, are you?
Yes.
No.
I really want to know because I'm not one for cheating. Okay, I'm totally against the cheating thing.
No, what you're totally against is getting caught. I mean, read through my response to find an answer to your question.
Okay.
Now, let me ask you one more question about the potential jump off. How do you know him?
Well, see, it's just a phone thing. I actually haven't met him face to face yet.
Are you talking about Art?
Huh?
Are you talking about Art?
No.
Okay. What do you mean a phone thing? How do you talk to him?
Okay, well, we speak every day. I actually can't tell you exactly without, just in case my boyfriend is listening.
Right. Through your line of work, you speak every day.
Right.
Well, you know what? If you don't know him and he's not in your circles, I keep that where back there.
Okay.
Back there.
Yeah, you really do need to. I thought you were going to say this is somebody that you know, but you actually have to go out of your way to actually meet this guy. Look, it's not worth it. Do you intend on marrying?
Well, he, I'm asking because he sends me signals as if,
He sends you signals through a phone. That's nothing. Do you intend on marrying your 7-year man?
No, not at all.
Well, then, why are we even talking about this? Why are you still with him?
I can't let him go. I don't know how to tell him to leave.
Okay, well, before you even think about the next person, maybe you need to get a backbone and figure out how to deal with the situation you're in. Wow,
Yeah.
Girl, I thought for sure you were going to say that you're in love and that you're going to get married at some point, in the future. You're a mess. Get a backbone.
Okay, I am in love, though. I am in love, without a doubt.
Then why do you want to break up with him because you can't get him to leave? Well, I don't understand you.
Okay, well, let's just be real. Men do it to us women every day, okay? We don't know what they're doing when they're
I understand. That's why I said it's not the cheating that you're into. It's the getting caught that you're into. Read through my response, and therein lies the answer that I'm giving you. But I just don't feel comfortable saying it.
Okay.
Have a nice night.
You too, Wendy.
Oh, yeah. And that I was able to get a quick response on that call as she was speaking. This person says, ask her, does she pleasure herself over this guy? Well, I'm sure she does. Duh.
Wow.
And on the same fax, it says, what happened to make you get the stitch? Nothing. I just heard that once you pass a bowling ball through the area that, it's just urban legend. That, everything just is wide open and stuff. So I said, well, make me normal and then give me one for good, just make everything normal because, the taint, the boy has a big head. You know what I'm saying? Make me normal. And then just one for good measure. One is like and a big mouth. I mean, that's it. There's no complaints. No, my urine wasn't just escaping on me. And I mean, you know what I'm saying? No. Anyway, you guys, Lauryn Hill, in one of the stories that people have been talking about today, very briefly to none at all, is that Kanye West is going to collaborate with Lauryn Hill on her second solo CD. And Ian in Brooklyn says a good parent is one that acknowledges their child and praises their achievements and encourages them to be good people. Thank you, Ian. I have one more thing to read. I really want to read this before I go. Is that okay? All right. Dear Wendy, I have a situation. I have a friend, and she's actually one in the situation. She's 36. She has 2 kids. Somehow I think that this is the woman, but she's trying to push it off on a fictitious friend. Okay, we'll go with this. She's 36. She has 2 kids, and she's been with her kids' father since they were 16. They never broke up. Nothing ever serious happened. No problems until about 6 months ago when one day we were all outside on my steps watching the kids play and have fun, and we see my friend's boyfriend Marcus walk up with some little kid. As they got closer, we realized that this little boy looks just like Marcus. So I said out of curiosity, I didn't know your daughter had a son. Marcus says, this is not my daughter's baby, it's mine. Well, my friend who I'm writing you about, his name is Tamika. Tamika got up and slapped the ish out of Marcus and walked into the house and came out with his stuff. She asked him when did it happen, and he said 3 years ago, which means his son is 3, and he said he was sleeping with the baby's mother. In other words, he was cheating. Wendy, since then, they have gotten back together, and he's still messing around with the other girl. I told my friend to kick him out, and her kids are grown, and she makes good money, so she doesn't need him anymore, but she won't listen. Wendy, how can I get through to my friend and convince her to leave this bastard? Stay out of grown people's business. Stay the hell, make a life of your own. You know what I'm saying? The best friend you could be is one who's not a Budinsky. Say, if your friend asks you, then maybe if you don't hear, I I have a question before a statement, then don't. It's hard for all of us. My sister, my big sister, here she comes creeping back into the damn show. She's the she really taught me that. Wendy, if it's not a question, I'm not giving an answer. I'm like, oh, that's good. But most importantly, what I always say here on the show is stay out of grown people's business. It's none of your business, dear lonely heart. So worried about your friend that you probably have no life of your own. You will be the one, you're in your 30s now, you will be the 80-year-old woman at the window looking in everybody's business. You know what I'm saying? Get your own life. Don't worry about your friends. Oh, stop looking at the radio like that. I have my own life. This is what I do for a living. For now. This is where I hyperventilate and it's time to go home.
Oh, okay.
No, but I'm just saying. This is what I do on the radio. I'm the furthest thing from a gossip in real life, and I definitely know how to stay out of grown people's business. To my friends, I am like the most secretive one. The best friend you could probably ever have. Total opposite of what I am on the radio. Scandal and mayhem. I love it all. Alas, it's time for me to change hats. Good friend. It's time for me to go home and leave all this gossip. Where? Right here. You can keep that where? Right here.
Back there.
Right. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow at 2 o'clock. It's the Wendy Williams Experience every weekday from 2 to 7 on your radio station. Wake up tomorrow morning with the Paul Mooney Morning Show. It's PM in the AM, and Vaughn Harper's up next on 107.5. I love you for continuing to listen to WBLS. Bye-bye.
The Wendy Williams broadcast day has completed.
Aw, man!
And WBLS music starts next.